It's come out like a power with an M. I get down like gravity, raps, rackety, rappers, and raps rapidly follow the rapid into the rapids, and being rapping and rattling, rattle riddles and ribbons into the sky. I'm a rebel, feeling riveting, rhythmically, right, and vigorous, spinning right to the rhythm, whittle the side eye. I am the killer in the grasses. I am the kid in the corner with the glasses. I am the specter, you should respect them. I don't expect the special, ain't special. I don't expect nothing. I'm just really glad I can say something. That's a blessing. Ain't no stress affecting my presence. But sometimes the pressure keep pressing. Worst keeps my impression impressed. That's the way to relate. I'm just trying to relate. I'm just trying to relate.
I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Fitzpatrick's Jets going up against Rivers' Chargers. They're getting close to kickoff in America's finest city, San Diego. So let's head out west and check in with our broadcasting team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Mission Valley area of beautiful San Diego, California. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the New York Jets and the San Diego Chargers. They'll come out in the pistol. Fitzpatrick on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. Safarian Jenkins has it. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down. A look at the starting side for the offense and Brandon Marshall.
I think the thing that impresses me most about Brandon Marshall is his strength. How he runs his routes, how he wins against defensive backs downfield, how it's so tough to keep him from getting the football.
Now a run with Forte. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. Throws left side, complete to Brandon Marshall. Not very Brandon Marshall-like numbers against L.A. 4 catches, Charles, just 15 yards.
When people start to wonder why the production has declined, you immediately look at the quarterback. Well, he's had Ryan Fitzpatrick for most of the year, and that was his guy in 2015. I think a lot of it is the loss of Eric Decker earlier this season. His running mate at wide receiver. Quincy Enunwa, he's tried to pick up the slack, but he's not Eric Decker, and maybe that's one reason Brandon Marshall's getting way more attention when people are covering him.
Now a second down throw for Fitzpatrick. Flushed out right. And he's got some space here. And he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. First down, Fitzpatrick. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Time quickly to look at the Chargers defense.
Denzel Perryman, a linebacker out of the University of Miami, knows how to play downhill and arrive with an oomph.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Second down, looking to throw. Fitzpatrick going to throw deep for the end zone. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down. On now is Nick Folk in the field goal unit for the Jets. This from 42 yards out. And Folk's kick is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. Well, it's a night game, a lot of energy in this building, but the visiting team here, they get the ball in the opening drive, and they find a way to at least produce 3.
And things are just getting started, so you can't say that they've taken the momentum totally, but a good start towards seizing it in this game.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. They come out here in the eye. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Now Rivers, and right side, Henry's got it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
Partner, that defensive win reminds me of something a coach of mine used to say all the time. If you really want it, you'll find a way to go get it. And the defense did exactly that.
NFL teams last year a little under 50% on fourth down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. On fourth down, they snap it to Rivers. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Try to sit on a lead and play that way. That doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now Fitzpatrick. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Here's Powell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down at 4 now.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Fitzpatrick now. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down, and that's what he just did.
He'll try to run with Forte, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. Matt Forte taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
And the Chargers coming out on the field now. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense.
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for San Diego. 44 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you're probably going to have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. They come out here in the eye. 1st and goal here from the 9. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The New York set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. In motion, Anunwa. A 1st down throw for Fitzpatrick. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. Well, Charles, we had one of the best innings, if not the best of the season in Week 10. Will Parks of the Broncos returning that block kick down the sideline. White cleat, white sideline. Did he step out? Hard to tell.
Before I even get to that answer, you know what it reminds me of? A hockey player told me a long time ago, you never wrap your stick with white tape because then the goalie can find the puck a lot easier. Wrap it with black tape to try and hide it a little bit. We talk about a white shoe on a white sideline. Hard to tell whether he did or didn't. And since the call on the field was he didn't, it had to stand. So that made it really work out well. So if you're going to play, white cleats might be the way to go. Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Well, the offense is not leaving going. It's Fitzpatrick. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the part of the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel they are down on the score.
Some changes here as the D-line separates some. On 2nd down, Rivers again. Caught. It's Dontrell Inman. And well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive. Man, it's Williams. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. Simple slant route, and it works to perfection.
And when you're a big-bodied receiver, you use it like it's a basketball play. Body the defender away and catch the football.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to San Diego after this timeout.
Hey, Rocket! Alpha! Ready! Watch it now, Barney! Hey, Delta!
Now Gordon on first down. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Gun! One element! Detroit! Four!
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal.
Hey!
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on 4th down. They come out here in the eye.
Detroit!
They're going to run. Here's McCluster. And he's in across the chalk. Touchdown, San Diego. Dexter McCluster taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. And that makes it 14-10. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go-around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. First down, Fitzpatrick. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And quickly they get to the line. They'll send Marshall in motion left. On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. Over the middle, and it's caught. Brandon Marshall. Give him 22 on that one. And it'll be a New York first. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Fitzpatrick now to throw on 1st down. A dump off to Forte. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
2nd down now after the pass completion. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. To throw is Fitzpatrick. He was looking for Quincy Enunwa that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
They come up in an offset eye. Powell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Red zone opportunity. The Chargers trot out their dime package, expecting a throw on 3rd down. Throwing Fitzpatrick. He was looking for Devin Smith that time. And that'll bring up a 4th down. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This one from 35 yards away.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
And now San Diego getting set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable, usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. We have hit half. Never mind, Larry. Forget your halftime report. Apparently, we are set for the 3rd quarter of action already. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Hey, Delta! Get 180!
Rivers now on 2nd down. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. So completion on 2nd down, that brings up 3rd.
Hey! Good! 380!
On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Giving to the big tight end on 4th. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Rivers, and right side, Henry's got it. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends.
Here we go.
One man in the backfield is Gordon. He'll get the football here. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Hey! Check, Patriot! Patriot! Set! 380! Hey, Delta!
Play clock winding down. 3rd and short yardage. Rivers gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
They'll come out in the pistol. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
So often you hear defensive coaches talk about we need all 11 on every play in order to be a good run-stopping unit. And sometimes it starts to sound a little cliche. But did you see the free safety on that play? Knifing through and running down the ball carrier. A huge, huge play. And when you have a free safety who can run like that, you've got to turn him loose.
Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. And it's complete. Henry. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
I'd love to sit down at some point in our offseason and talk to these defensive coordinators in the red zone. Tight end is obviously a big threat. Yet these guys continue to make plays. Is there any other way to stop them?
Apparently not. In the red zone, like you said, that's your guy. They got it to him.
Supreme confidence in going.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. And the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And he puts it through. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a...
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Fitzpatrick looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
1 man in the backfield is Gordon. He's going to get the football. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
To throw, Rivers. He's got his man on the crossing route. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll try and run with their fullback. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Couple of Jets there in on the stop.
A good solid game there on 1st down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And cuts out right sideline. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards.
Hey, we all know it's turned into a passing league in the NFL, but that doesn't mean people still don't like to run the football. When you run it that successfully, your offensive line is fired up. What they want to do each and every game is run block. Get out and smack some people. I would say go ahead and run it again.
From the 4-yard line, it's 1st and goal now. Gordon fighting through. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
2nd down, the ball on the 2 here, 2nd and goal. They run with McCluster. And he's in across the chalk. Touchdown, San Diego. Dexter McCluster with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. New York set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jason Verrett, and his guys are going to get the football.